139 years, your Charleston District, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has been proudly serving our nation. Across our diverse mission set, we do military construction, civil works, environmental protection, emergency preparedness, and support to overseas contingency operations in Afghanistan and Iraq. We are on a march to great, and each member of our team is extremely proud of their role in service to the nation, their specific piece of the puzzle. Take a look at how this overall puzzle comes together.
Nestled in the Holy City since its initial presence in 1821, today's U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Charleston District partners with local, state, and federal agencies to deliver water resource solutions, build innovative, resilient, sustainable solutions, and support emergency response and overseas contingency operations. The Charleston District has been sending volunteer employees in support of efforts in Iraq and Afghanistan since 2003. We call these dedicated volunteers Palmetto Patriots.
I certainly think that if you're going to put yourself into harm's way, it's got to be more than just the financial aspects of it. You've really got to have a great sense of patriotism, and I've seen that in the people that I've worked with. You know, it's not an environment where you're working 9 to 5. It's an environment where you're putting in 12, 15, 18-hour days. It's being a patriot. It's knowing that they're helping the soldiers that are over there, and knowing that they're doing something more in a once in a lifetime opportunity.
From project managers to Office of Counsel and safety officers, the Charleston District has sent people with a wide variety of skill sets and backgrounds to help build facilities for the U.S., Afghan, and Iraqi militaries. The Charleston District Emergency Management Division prepares response teams for natural and man-made disasters. Exercises focus on debris removal and temporary housing construction. However, the district's primary job is the National Ice Mission.
We can deliver 3 million pounds of ice in a 24-hour period.
This crucial commodity helps stabilize disaster-stricken areas by preserving food and medication. Throughout the year, the district cooperates with local and state agencies who serve as the lead when disasters strike.
The satisfaction I get is doing something for the general public that is tangible, something they can see, touch, and feel. When we go there, and particularly like on a debris removal mission, and when you go in there with that cleanup crew, they are really happy to see you. That's instant gratification for me.
The three main parts of the Charleston District Civil Works mission include navigation, ecosystem restoration, and flood risk management. Storm damage reduction is facilitated through periodic beach renourishment, the process of gathering acceptable sand from the ocean to widen the beach, protects dunes, and ultimately homes. Renourishment assists flood risk management at Folly and Myrtle beaches, with more projects planned in the future.
The best thing about my job is being able to go out and work with small communities who may not have all the resources they need in terms of a large engineering staff or anything like that, and to be able to bring the folks in the district out to them, bring a program to them and help them solve a flooding problem or solve an ecosystem restoration issue. That's the best part of my job. I love doing that part.
For more than 130 years, the district has maintained the Charleston Harbor Channel. The district has dredged some portion of the harbor every year during this time to ensure the channel remains at the depth, width, and alignment required by federal law.
I'm really proud of all the people we have in operations. They're very motivated, and they really take their job seriously and are very committed to ensuring that we give the most accurate data to the public and ensure that we are accurate on our computations with quantities for our dredging contracts.
Maintenance dredging removes 2 to 3 million cubic yards of dredge material per year at a cost of $10 to $15 million for the 3 designated reaches monitored by the district. The survey team constantly scours the floor of the harbor and Atlantic Intracoastal Waterway with a multi-beam sonar system to determine its condition. Not only does this facilitate dredging accuracy, it provides up-to-date conditions for the public's recreational use.
When we talk about dredging and surveys and things, it's not only Charleston Harbor. We also have the responsibility for the waterway Georgetown, and all the other authorized navigation projects throughout the district. When we get dredging funds for those other projects, we use them in the most efficient and effective manner.
Sedimentation rates into Charleston Harbor immediately slowed in 1985 after completion of the Cooper River Rediversion Project and St. Stephen Powerhouse, saving the taxpayer $14 to $18 million per year in annual dredging costs. Section 404 of the Clean Water Act and Section 10 of the Rivers and Harbors Act gives the Corps of Engineers responsibility for evaluating permit applications for all potential work impacting wetlands or waters of the U.S. The Corps must also assess environmental impacts under the National Environmental Policy Act and evaluate possible impacts of projects on public interest based on legal guidelines. A public comment period on all projects allows for essential input to the Corps' permit decisions.
And in order to ensure that the public good is taken into consideration, we have to make sure that we regulate those areas. If everyone filled everything, we would not have all those functions and values that our wetlands do provide. We make sure that we make fair, balanced, and reasonable decisions, and it's through our balancing process where we weigh out the benefits of a project against the detriments that is at the heart of our program.
The Charleston District relies on a very extensive outreach program to educate the public about the Corps' regulatory process. Programs include the Southeastern Wildlife Exposition and numerous festivals every year, as well as visits to schools.
We have gone to many events and to bring the word to everyone so that they know what the Corps' regulatory program is all about, so we can avoid people violating the law.
The Charleston District Construction Branch oversees projects throughout the district, one of which is the Department of Energy's Savannah River site. It does research and development related to nuclear material disposition. In 2008, the branch added military construction to its responsibilities, beginning with Fort Jackson.
Well, that's one of the reasons I came to the district was because of the military mission. I love coming to work every day because there's an interesting aspect. There's always something new. There's a lot of workload. We spend a lot of hours trying to make sure it gets done to the best quality we can.
One of the more unique facilities the district completed is the Armed Forces Chaplaincy Center, a joint Armed Forces collaboration where chaplains of all branches of service train in their religious studies.
They brought stained glass and replicas of stained glass that they couldn't bring from all over the world that were historically significant pieces, and it's really made it turn into a beautiful facility. The conglomeration of even the chaplains working together in a purple facility like that is really an interesting dynamic.
The district has completed a wide variety of buildings, from barracks and dining facilities to computer testing centers. The buildings constructed at Fort Jackson enhance the quality of life for 50,000 incoming soldiers every year.
We have to be disciplined to award our projects on time, within budget. The sooner the better, so they can get our soldiers in, get them trained and out in the theater.
The Army now requires a mental health test for all soldiers called the Global Assessment Tool. The Charleston District renovated a building to create a space for this test to be administered.
I guess I feel lucky that the job that I have, I feel that it is rewarding, that I do make a difference. I try every day to keep our soldiers in mind that what our mission is here, and that is to support our soldiers.
The Fort Jackson Resident Office of Charleston District spends their time on site to execute the mission and provide soldiers and their families with the best possible amenities. Another piece of the puzzle, the International and Interagency Support Branch at the Charleston District, provides engineering, planning, and construction support to other federal agencies inside and outside the Department of Defense.
The reward is that we're working for customers that recognize our talents and abilities and capabilities and utilize them, and we offer services that blend with their workforce and enable them to excel in their missions and meet their mission goals. I consider myself to be a Corps of Engineer employee, but I also am an advocate for every customer that I support because of the funding that they provide and because of their interests in their programs.
Some of the customers include the Department of Energy, the Defense Logistics Agency, the Marine Forces Reserves, and the Veterans Administration.
As you can see, Charleston District is a dynamic and energetic place to work. Our people take great pride in executing our programs and projects for our customers, and they have a passion to serve this nation.